NFT versus crypto. In this video we are going to discuss about the what NFT and cryptocurrencies are and how they are different to each other. So without further ado, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure to click subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified for our latest videos. Let's get started. If you meet someone who dabbles in non-fungible tokens, chances are good that person trades crypto as well. Both crypto and NFTs are based on the same software and technology, both entered the public consciousness around the same time, and both represent an alternative class of investments that are risky, exciting and dominated by young buyers, sellers, and traders. Even so, non-fungible tokens are not a type of cryptocurrency, even when crypto is considered a token instead of a coin. Although they have a lot in common, crypto and NFTs are worlds apart. First, the similarities. Cryptocurrencies and NFTs are not the same things, but mainstream investors can be forgiven for conflating the two. Both are digital assets, and, while crypto came first, the general public began hearing about both around the same time in the late 2010s. According to Forbes, NFTs are commonly bought and sold with crypto and both tend to attract the same players. The NFT world branched off from crypto culture. Both are built using the same programming and encoded with the same underlying software, and both are secured in digital wallets, but that's where the similarities end. What's up with cryptocurrencies? Cryptocurrencies are a form of virtual or digital currency that is secured using cryptography. This means that they are incredibly secure and are near impossible to counterfeit or double spend. Various encryption algorithms and other cryptographic techniques are usually involved in any cryptocurrency you care to look at that serve the purpose of safeguarding the networks from outside manipulation. Which cryptographic methods are used does vary, but can include things like curve encryption, public-private key pairs, and hashing functions. Most cryptocurrencies are, by design, decentralized networks that are based on blockchain technology that acts like a distributed ledger maintained and enforced by a large network of computers. The decentralized nature is one of a cryptocurrency's defining features and, in theory, makes them immune from government interference or manipulation. It is for this reason, primarily but not exclusively, that makes cryptocurrencies so attractive to the general public. Another reason for their rising popularity is the ability to send and receive money across borders faster and cheaper than traditional forms of money transfer. In a sense, decentralization is the key to what is often termed Web 3.0. Many experts in the field see this as something revolutionary for the future, akin, almost, to other groundbreaking decentralization events in history like the creation of the printing press. But, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. As previously mentioned, central to the appeal and functionality of many cryptocurrencies, like Bitcoin, is blockchain technology. This, as the name suggests, is a set of connected blocks of data in a chain across an enormous interconnected ledger. When a new block or entry on the ledger is created, this triggers a sequence of verification by each node on the network before the transaction is confirmed and authorized. This system means that it is near impossible to forge changes to historical transactions on the network, as the contents of the ledger must be agreed upon by the entire network. Cryptocurrencies can either be bought and sold on specialist exchanges or brokers, or mined by using computers or specialized computing hardware, aka mining rigs. It is possible to make real-world purchases using cryptocurrencies, just like with traditional fiat currency, but the high volatility and skyrocketing value of some, like Bitcoin, have meant that cryptocurrencies have become a popular investment and trading instrument for large and small investors. Cryptocurrencies, or rather the blockchain that underpins them, have far wider implications than just as a means of value exchange. The blockchain that underpins it will, most experts agree, revolutionize many industries and could have very significant implications for many aspects of our lives. For example, blockchain is already being used for keeping track of supply chains, processing online voting, logging real estate transactions, crowdfunding, managing legal contracts, securing medical information, etc. Blockchain is very much still in its infancy, and we are yet to really see just how powerful and important this technology is destined to become. The ABCs of crypto. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin are decentralized and encrypted digital payment systems that aren't issued by banks or backed by a central authority like a government. There are more than 19,000 of them, according to Forbes. The value of traditional currency is based on trust in the bank, trust in the government, trust in FDIC insurance. The value of crypto, on the other hand, comes from cryptographic proof of transactions that are verified and recorded on a special kind of database called a blockchain. Some people use cryptocurrencies the same way they use dollars, as a medium of exchange to buy things or receive payment for a service or product. Most people, however, invest in cryptocurrency the way they would stocks, as a commodity or security that they hope will increase in value over time. Crypto, however, is much more volatile than stocks. They can gain or lose hundreds, thousands, and even tens of thousands of percentage points in a short period of time. What's up with NFTs? NFTs are digital tokens that represent ownership of unique items like images, music, and video clips. You can copy a digital image an infinite number of times, just as you can a Picasso, but, with both NFTs and oil paintings, all the value stays with the irreplaceable original. NFTs are digital files that can represent ownership of anything. Example, Twitter founder Jack Dorsey sold an NFT of his first tweet for more than $2.9 million. They're minted using the same kind of blockchain technology that cryptocurrency made famous. They're typically held on the Ethereum platform, although they can be found on other blockchains, too, according to Forbes. Like crypto, blockchain technology makes it impossible for more than one person to own an NFT at one time and makes it easy to verify ownership and transfer tokens from one owner to the next. NFTs, or non-fungible tokens to give them their full name, are cryptographic assets held on a blockchain. Fungible, if you are not aware, is a word that originally derives from the Latin verb fungi, meaning to perform. In modern parlance, though admittedly mainly in legal jargon, it tends to mean interchangeable. This is massively significant. To put it into perspective, physical fiat currency is the complete opposite. A pound is always a pound, a dollar is a dollar, so on and so forth. Each NFT comes with its own identification code and metadata that allows it to be uniquely identified from all other NFTs and, therefore, enables its ownership to be readily tracked and traced. Each NFT cannot be replicated, only traded, and can be pretty much anything so long as it can be digitized. Digital drawings, doodles, pieces of music, memes, or tweets, for example, can all become NFTs. They can also be, of course, unique digital artworks. The main criteria are that they are entirely unique. Tokenizing these intangible assets allows them to be bought, sold, and traded more efficiently, while in theory reducing the probability of fraud. The reality is somewhat different, as we will see. NFTs can be created using blockchain and a specialist NFT marketplace to encode and tokenize the digital asset. The marketplace mints the NFT, charging a fee for the service. There are also other associated fees involved. When NFTs are sold, for example, this process also attracts a fee, or fees, depending on the system used. These fees are usually paid for using a cryptocurrency. For this reason, wannabe NFT creators and owners will also need their own crypto wallets. When an NFT is purchased, the original artist/creator maintains ownership of the intellectual rights to the work, while the new owner will buy ownership of the NFT, not the original work that it is based on. What are the pros and cons of NFTs? The most obvious benefit of NFTs is their inherent market efficiency as investments. Exchanging digital assets greatly streamlines the process of exchange and enables the removal of some intermediaries, as we explained above, although NFT marketplaces now act as the intermediary. However, this decentralization is likely to become ever more important in the future. The consulting firm Ernst & Young, for example, has already developed NFT-based solutions for one of its larger clients. The firm announced that startup Syntec has created NFTs for the 22 main winning Italian film, La Leggenda di Caspar Hauser. In the future, NFTs could be used this way to raise funding for films. The company says, "We plan to use a portion of the revenue from the anticipated sale of the NFTs to develop a documentary on the phenomenon of NFTs, production of new films, works of art, and more." So, using NFTs of film stills to raise money for a film about using NFTs of film stills, it doesn't get much more meta than that. Another important benefit of NFTs is their ability to be used for identity management. NFTs are often likened to a form of a digital passport, but, as it turns out, they could actually be used as an actual passport too. By converting individual passports into NFTs, each with its own unique characteristics, it could be possible to greatly streamline the entry and exit process for various jurisdictions. What are the pros and cons of cryptocurrencies? Like any disruptive technology ever developed, there are various benefits and disadvantages to them. Let's start with the benefits of cryptocurrencies. By far the most important benefit of cryptocurrencies is their decentralized nature. This sets to remove intermediary institutions like banks from the equation when it comes to payment processing between the customer and supplier. Because of the secure nature of the blockchain, it is not necessary to have a middleman enforcing, tracking, and policing transactions like with traditional currencies. It also means there is not a single point of failure, such as a large central bank, which could mitigate against things like the 2008 banking crisis. The next major benefit of cryptocurrencies is their ability to make fast and relatively cheap transfers between two parties. Since there is no intermediary processing data, transfers can be made very quickly and efficiently, although the time needed varies greatly. One example of this is something called flash loans. These loans, in which capital is borrowed and repaid in one transaction, are processed without backing collateral, can be executed within seconds, and are used in trading. For this same reason, cryptocurrencies offer amazing opportunities for the remittance economy. As Investopedia explains, currently, cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin serve as intermediate currencies to streamline money transfers across borders. Thus, a fiat currency is converted to Bitcoin, or another cryptocurrency, transferred across borders, and, subsequently, converted to the destination fiat currency. This method streamlines the money transfer process and makes it cheaper. What is the main difference between them? Both cryptocurrency and NFTs rely on blockchain transactions to validate their authenticity and record their ownership. In most cases, you need crypto to purchase NFTs. The big difference is that the value of cryptocurrency is purely economic. Its value comes from its utility as a currency or an investment. NFTs, on the other hand, have both economic and non-economic value. Artists, for example, can use NFTs to distribute, monetize, and even autograph their work that some investor or collector might then buy using cryptocurrency. NFTs and cryptocurrencies are as much alike as human beings and chimpanzees. While they share many similar characteristics, they are completely different species with common ancestry. In the case of NFTs and cryptocurrencies, that common ancestor is blockchain. We already touched on this above, but NFTs and cryptocurrencies share some significant similarities and a few important differences. The main is the fact that cryptocurrencies are, by their very nature, fungible. NFTs, as their name suggests, are not. One Bitcoin equals another Bitcoin, but one NFT does not equal another NFT. Each is distinct, unique, and valued differently depending on their perceived value and demand. And that is basically it. But, be warned, the very brief explanation above belies the significance of this concept. For anyone interested in this area, this is a very important concept to understand and appreciate.